Well, there's the beep. Hey, y'all, this is All Good and Chat coming from you from the shop on this lovely Monday. We've had some good weather here recently, and my poor motorcycle is still underneath the carport. This episode is sponsored by Next Level Appliance, new member here at the shop. Awesome plan. Chet, tell us a little something about Next Level Appliance, brother.
Cool. Well, Addison, thanks for having me out today. It's an exciting day. You're launching Next Level Appliance, located right here out of Anger. We are actually based out of the shop where we are currently doing this podcast. So come down and see us at the shop down here at 25 South Broad Street East, downtown Anger. But yeah, it's good, man. So real quick, basically, been in the appliance repair industry about 15 years, and over those years, I've technically and done some managerial things and things of that nature. And I figured after years of working for others, the last few years, because I did have my own business years ago, but the last few years I've been working for others, and I determined there was a need for a quality service, quality price, and to bring the customer value. So the mission of Next Level Appliance is to give our clients the best experience they could have and build that value.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've recently, our washer went down, and we went and then we got a used washer from a friend, and then we got a used washer from another friend after the other one went. And basically, I've got two washers sitting behind my shed out back. The other one I turned into a fire pit, by the way.
Awesome.
You might be proud of that. And all I had to go on was basically the ads on Home Depot and Lowe's. I mean, being able to call somebody and be like, "Hey, don't get this one, get this one." That seems like a valuable kind of asset there.
Yeah, some people would think it would be Next Level Appliance repair. Well, we do a full experience. We don't do just repairs. So we do repairs, but we also do consultations. We can give you referrals if you need to replace anything, and we just pretty much can answer most questions you have about appliances in general. So, example, if we do come out for a service call and you want to fix it, great, we'll take care of it. If you decide you want to think about it or you might want to replace it, part of that service call is to give you some guidance and knowledge in terms of what your needs and wants are, what's out there, and we can kind of give you a baseline of where you might want to go when you go to that retail establishment. So we try to use our collective knowledge here to pay it forward to the customer in order to educate the customer and help them when they go to make their decision to make the correct decision. What we want to do is we want to be unbiased. We don't really want to push any particular retailer. We always want our clients to make their own decision, but we want to educate them to make that decision. So with that being said, what we would do in a situation where a client would say they want to do a replacement, we have the ability on our phones, or some of the techs have laptops, and you can basically pull up model numbers and certain specific appliances that we would say, we've seen these have a low failure rate, things like that. So it's really an unbiased opinion, but it helps give you that education for when you want to make the decision. So what we try to do is just offer our services, not just a repair, but like I said earlier, our collective knowledge to make your day better.
So, are there any kind of appliances that you would just say don't do it?
I never want to knock anybody. What I would say, I wouldn't say that. I would say this. I would say only get what you need. If you don't need a washing machine with 30 cycles, then don't get it. If you only need a couple of, I'd say for a washing machine, most people might use 3 cycles. They might use the normal, the heavy duty, and the delicate. That's how it used to be back in the day, and that's what they still have today. But they also have, different settings depending on what you're trying to do, I guess, to really customize the experience. But those are the 3 main cycles: normal, heavy duty, delicate. That usually will get 99% of it done for you in a relatively fast fashion.
We eventually replaced our washer with a horizontal, I believe it's a Maytag.
Mm-hmm.
Maytag, Whirlpool, one of them American brands.
What happened years ago, a lot of companies went to HE, high efficiency. Government regulations kind of came down. Most manufacturers, and they started taking away those. Everybody probably knows now, when you grew up, you had those tall agitators. They look like corkscrews,
Mm-hmm.
and they used to really take care of business. They ran pretty hard, and they ran for a long time. They used a lot of water, but they got the clothes clean. What we've noticed over the last 10 years since the agitator-less washers is that the wash plate really, it gets the job done, but it doesn't give you that real deep cleaning. So example for me, for my laundry, my washing machine is actually a speed clean, and they have a tall agitator. It's not HE. It uses quite a bit of water. It does have custom cycles, and it works, man. It's got killer warranty. You have a 3 series, a 5 series, and a 7 series. And what you get with that is if you buy the 3 series, basically all analog controls, no touchscreen, just old school. That comes with a 3-year bumper to bumper on it from the
Oh
factory.
wow.
And then if you get the 5 series, you get electronic controls and a couple of cycles, 5 years bumper to bumper. And if you go and get the 7 series, which just has additional features, 7 years bumper to bumper manufacturer cover. Now, if anybody out there is familiar with Speed Queen is what you'll see in laundromats. The parent company is Alliance, and they make several different units for laundromats, Speed Queen being their flagship. But it is an investment, but once again, it's an investment. You're going to pay a premium price, but they're built to last 25 years. They're established. They've been bench tested. And I can say, back to what you said earlier, I will never talk bad about a manufacturer, but I will talk good about Speed Queen, and it's not based upon anything other than I have one, and I use it all the time, and it's been excellent.
Agitator. Agitator. I got agitated when I had to replace my John Brown washer 4 times. Yeah.
You're not alone. You're not alone. Many people have, have had agitation based upon that. But it's the main thing with appliances that everyone needs to know is just keep it simple. Whether it's a washer, dryer, refrigerator, microwave, dishwasher, oven, just pick what you need and keep it basic. Don't feel that you are going to be pressured into buying the top bells and whistles. It's the only way to go. And, when you go to a retail establishment, their job is to sell. And whether they're commission based or not commission based, at the end of the day, their job is to sell you a machine. Usually, it'll be the machines they have in stock. Makes sense. They're there. There's no lead time. They can get you right away what you need, what you want. And I would notice that most customers pay extra for that. It's like a convenience fee, especially during COVID, because there was a large amount of short. There was a big shortage in COVID. Shipping containers weren't coming over. Things weren't being made. Materials were not available. So just keep that in mind. When you go to a retail, steer the ship. And you want to steer the ship. You don't want to go there blindly and not know at least the basics of what your needs, wants, and desires are, and know how to navigate that. So that brings in Next Level Appliance. One of the services we offer is you can give us a call, and we can guide you in that journey.
You don't have a quota. I need to sell this many Samsung. I need to sell this many LGs, and I need to sell this many agitators.
Yes, that's exactly correct. What we like to do is bring value, but without having any skin in the game. It gives you an unbiased, fact-based assessment of what we see out in the field, what we've seen over the years, and benefits, features that might be a little bit prone to certain things depending on how you're going to use them. But like I said, Next Level Appliance, we offer that service. Even as far as you just moved into a new house and they're all new appliances, you've never seen these appliances, give us a call. We can walk you through it over the phone. If you don't, if you like that and you don't want to have somebody new and unknown in your home, but I would say the best way to do it is to have us come out and hands-on and show you this is the feature, this is what it does, this is what to look out for. Because sometimes there's things about, example, like a dishwasher. A lot of customers have a hard time with new dishwashers because there's 1,000 cycles. You have to wait for it. It takes 4 hours to wash sometimes, and it just gets very frustrating. So have somebody come out and explain it to you, explain when you add a sanitize, when you add a heated dry, when you add all these extra things, it's going to increase the time. To have someone explain to you why it does that and why or not, and suggest why or why not you need it, it's just a good conversation to have. Once again, it just arms you with the information that will help you in the long run.
And it's also going to affect what your water bill and your electric bill look like, because heated dry is not your friend if you're trying to save some money on your utility bill.
That is true. Now, everybody out there, keep in mind there are brands like Bosch, Samsung that use condensate dry. So there's an internal heater on the circulation motor, but there's no cattle prog heater like when you open up and you see that black heater at the bottom. Bosch and Samsung tend to not do that. There are a couple of Samsungs that used to do it. They might still be out there, but for a majority of them, with condensate, there might be a fan assist, and basically, it saves you on energy, like you said. If you do a condensate dry, the hardest thing is leaving it closed until it's done. There are some models where the door pops open when it's ready to go. So there's a lot of different things you can do, but that's a great thing to bring up because some people might not know that. They might go out and think it's going to have the heater, and they get home and they call the store and go, "Hey, where's my heater?" And now there's a whole new conversation.
You know, it's funny. I kind of feel like my wife when I start talking about cars because I didn't understand a dang thing you just said. But that's why you need Next Level Appliance to tell you what's really going on with your appliances, how to use it, how to save your money, how to spend your money.
Right. Going back to that mission statement, it's to bring value to our clients. If we go out and you don't want to repair the unit and you decide that you want to go a different route, we are there to help you with that decision and to give you knowledge. It's all part of the service call. Nothing's worse than having a broken appliance, having somebody come out for 10 minutes and says, "Yep, it's a bad sealed system on this fridge. Can't help you. That's $100 and whatever dollars. Have a good day." And that's it. And I'm not knocking anybody and saying that's happening, but I'm not saying it's not happening.
I'll say it's happening. It's happening. They're trying to make that 10 calls a day, right?
Most companies want to do at least 7 calls a day average. Most companies want to do 8 to 10. That is feasible if you're in the same town, same neighborhood all day and have plenty of time to do that. And there's not a lot of what we call windshield time driving between calls. If you want to serve your community, give quality service, you have to reduce the count. So what we do at Next Level Appliance is the most my techs will have is 6 calls, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, the most. And what I try to do, depending on the call and what we can triage meaning what we can see might be the problem and how long it might take and things of that nature, we might do 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. But at the most 6. So when my technician comes out, or myself, because I do service calls as well, they're not burnt up. Might have had a rough morning, but they're going to make it to you. You know, giving someone 4 hours to do 2 calls is very generous, and it's feasible. It's easy to be done. Now, most technicians that do the 5 or 6 calls, it's usually because they're running early. So they've been to the house, they've done everything they can, they've repaired it, and now it's 10:30 in the morning. They don't have the next appointment till 12. Do you have anything in this town or in this region I can run over and take care of? Because we do 2-hour windows. So we do 8 to 10, 9 to 11, 10 to 12, 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 5. And we do work till 6, and that's because of our 3 to 5. If we do get there at 5, we want to make sure the guys are expected to take care of you.
I like that. I like that a lot. Next Level Appliance, bringing value to you. I probably didn't get that right.
Close. Our mission statement is to bring value to our clients.
There we go.
Yeah.
So you wanted to be the first member of the shop community space, and you were a little upset that you got beat by an hour.
I was a lot upset.
It was so sweet though. We had a big long hug, cried on each other's shoulder. Not really. I'll take that.
I went home and cried.
You went home and cried. Okay.
I cried in the shadows.
But you sorry, man. But you came here after the ribbon cutting, day after the ribbon cutting, and you were down for the cause. What is it about this place that is? Why'd you come back?
Well, I mean, there's several reasons. I would say the main reason is it's all inclusive. So we're here at the shop right now, downtown Anger, and we're doing a podcast. It's awesome. We can do a podcast, but for me, it's a place to work. It can flex my time. There's a conference room. The greatest part about that is not only do I have a place to sit down, work, and do phone calls and paperwork and things like that, if anybody wants to come in for a consultation, we have a private conference room here, which is awesome. It captivates the audience. There's no distractions. We're one-on-one. There's whiteboards in there so you can write things down. You can have visual aids. I mean, it's really a one-stop shop. Now, anybody out there who is an entrepreneur or a business owner, how much getting a office and spaces cost. And there are several different options you have here at the shop. So I would recommend highly that you go to the website and check out the packages. And what's that website again, Addison?
It's www.theshopspace.us, not .com.us. With the unlimited plan, all his techs are going to get access to the app and all the resources.
Let's talk about the app real quick. The app is great, easy to use, easy to follow, but my favorite feature of the app is once you have it, you can click on where it says community and you can see all the members of the shop and what they offer. So if I'm looking for, let's say, a plumber or an electrician, I can go to the directory, local, available. You give a brief description, you can call them, you can obviously say, I'm part of the community, the shop community, and it's good for collaborations as well. Networking, it's huge networking. As a matter of fact, today, just in the shop, a contractor came in, and I had no idea he was a contractor, and we had a conversation, and now we're going to be talking about doing appliance maintenance for him, and it's just mind-blowing. It's amazing, and it's good to be local. Everybody listening, you can go other places and pay less money. You can do home-based work. I've been there. Supporting local is a great thing. You're building your community. You're supporting the people who live in the community you do. And this is just an awesome space. I mean, you have to come down here and check it out. 25 South Broad Street East in Andrew, because it's awesome. Pictures really don't do it justice. You go online, you see pictures, you're like, yeah, they could be Photoshopped. No, come down here to the shop and take a tour with Addison, because it's an experience. You have to be here and experience it to understand it. I think it's going to do very well. It's already doing well. I think more and more people are going to join. But anybody out there who's looking for a very reasonably priced workspace that's clean, neat, many options of things you can do, located right in Andrew downtown. So there's places to eat. If you want to do a lunch with someone and then come back over here and do a conference, there's so many options. It's local, man. Local, it just means a lot to me, just local. And I obviously focus on the local community for me, which is I do Johnson and Harnett County. And I really love being a local business owner, serving the community and giving them, once again, a quality experience for all of our clients.
So that's what we're all about here at the shop. Man, Next Level Appliance. I just ran out of everything to say.
I'm going to throw in the phone number. So everybody out there, you can give us a call. It's 910-814-7224. Once again, you can reach us at Next Level Appliance, 910-814-7224. You can also find us on Google, Next Level Appliance, and you just put Andrew, and that's us. And we're here to serve. We're definitely going to do everything we can to make your day better and go above and beyond your expectations.
All right, y'all. This is All Good Chat signing off from the shop. Thank you for joining us on this Monday. We'll talk to y'all.
Have a good one, everyone. Thanks, Addison.
Thanks, Chet.